thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are.
Well, hello, everybody, folks, and a good evening to you all, folks, and welcome back aboard here, folks. Once again, every folks, and to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, and I'll be bringing you the watch along tonight, folks, and my final watch along before a 2-day break, which sees Rangers take on Club Brugge live in the UEFA Champions League qualifying playoffs in the first legs. If you do or are watching stream on the replay, then please do make sure that you are leaving a like on the stream, hit that subscribe, and if you are new, thank you very much indeed, folks. The effort is yours here today. Kickoff is coming your way at 8 o'clock in the Champions League. Folks, I just want to make an apology for the overlay and the extended length as well of our intro. Yeah, there's going to be no lineups on the overlay tonight. We are currently reformatting our overlays, and we do need to make a few fixes to our Champions League overlay. Because when the lineups do go on it, there is normally quite a bit of an issue going on involving the amount of me that you see compared to the normal overlays. Me and Fraser are reformatting the overlays. So for the time being, Champions League overlays will not contain lineups until we have got the full reformatting done. So yeah, that's one thing I'm going to point out to you guys straight off the bat. Just letting you know right now, we are reformatting the overlays, and yeah, we don't feel as though it's going to work putting the lineups on this overlay due to obviously it decreasing the amount of me that you see. Like I said, for some reason, I don't know what that reason is. The lineups on this overlay, as opposed to the normal one, does decrease the amount of me that you see. So yeah. Right, okay, so yeah, Champions League playoffs, guys, tonight. I'm going to be purely honest with you. I'm not that interested, but I'm here because I want to provide you guys with a little bit more content, because I know that obviously, you know, content at the minute at this start of the season is going to be quite limited, and I know that you guys love my content, and I know that you guys have missed me because I've taken such a long break this time around. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it tonight. So yeah, we'll see how Rangers and Club Brugge fare in this playoff. First leg. Second leg, I presume, will be next week. Can't be so sure, though. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back on Friday, Premier League action. And yeah, we should have some kind of reformatted overlay for you guys by then. And as well, not as we speak, but as time goes on, you know, me and Fraser have been talking before the stream about getting the clock sorted and the reformatted overlay. So things are getting rolled out, people. It's just going to be taking a bit of time. You know, there's a lot to prepare because there's new stuff, but yeah. Back in Rangers for a 2-1 win. You'll give League One. Yeah, there's League One and League Two in there tonight on Sky. I'm totally not sure, mate. It would be for you to test, I think, there, mate. I purely don't know. I purely don't know, to be honest with you. I think that the best thing for you to do is give it a test. I'll log you in a bit, or whenever you want me to log you in, and you can do all your tests. And once those tests are done, we will start rolling out the other things, such as new graphics. Obviously, I've got to work a new thumbnail for the new show, which is the Real Roundup, starting next week. Obviously, Premier League predictions are coming out on Thursday, Friday. I'll be recording them tomorrow. So, yeah, I've got to rework a thumbnail for that as well and edit that. So, yeah, we are busy, people. We are busy. We're not... You know, we have got our hands tied a little bit, you know what I mean? We are trying to get things, you know what I mean, improved for you guys, you know, because, you know, obviously the main improvement is the new laptop, but with that, we should be adding more improvements because we've got a powerful device. Wim Malfight, welcome into you. Hello, I am of Belgium, and you are a fan of Club Brugge. Big up to you, and welcome aboard. You're saying 3-0 to Club Brugge in your predictions. Well, as a Club Brugge fan, I would kind of expect you to predict in favour of your team. I'm not too sure that Rangers will lose 3-0. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was a bit stuck earlier when I was placing my bets, thinking, do Club Brugge win? Do Rangers win? I don't know, truthfully. I don't know how good Club Brugge are because I don't really watch Club Brugge compared to PSG, you know what I mean, and size like that in the Champions League, of course. So, yeah, I've gone for on my bet builder today. It is 75p, by the way. I only had £1.25 in my pocket, so 50p price boost, 75p bet builder. Rangers to win or Club Brugge to win, no backing of a draw. Over 1.5 goals, both teams to have 3+ corners, and in the first half, over 0.5 cards. Maximum returns are £2.03 off the 75p stake. And then we've got a price boost for Luton Town, Stockport County, and Rangers all to win. Pre-built price boost, 50p, will return a fiver. So that is times 100, I think. Okay, my maths is not that great. I'm an Arsenal fan, Wim, so obviously we're in England, which is the highest UEFA coefficient as things stand. And the way this works is, for those who don't understand, is basically for those teams who are of countries who might have a lower UEFA coefficient, they basically have to prove themselves that they can compete in the Champions League or their corresponding UEFA league by playing in these playoffs, because they've got that low coefficient ranking. But for countries like England and Spain, who've got very, very high coefficient rankings, they are more kind of trusted. So they don't really need to do these playoff things to earn their spot in the Champions League. They just go straight through into the league phase draw without any playoffs. So that's kind of the way it works. It is based on coefficients. Yes, I will answer you the message in a minute, Fraser. I'm just greeting people. And Kate and Jonathan, welcome into you both. How are you doing? Good to see you in here, and welcome aboard to you both. How are you doing? Obviously, of course, yeah, with the coefficients as well. I mean, for England, we normally get 4 Champions League sides, but we have been given an extra spot because we've obviously got the highest coefficient ranking. And on top of that, we had both Man United and Spurs in the Europa League final. And obviously, if you win the Europa League, you get automatic qualification straight away. No playoffs to the Champions League. And because 2 English sides were in that final, it meant that another spot opened up for us. So we have 6 Champions League teams in England in the Champions League this year. A very rare thing, actually, but it is the reality this season. So, yeah. Right then, folks, we're going to head over to UEFA.com, where we can have a look at today's 3 games that are taking place in the Champions League. They are all playoffs, and we've got Red Star against Paphos, which is kicking off at 8 o'clock. Red Star at home for the first leg. I do believe these are 2 legs, but correct me if I'm wrong. Then we've got Ferencvaros against Qarabağ. And obviously, of course, Rangers of Scotland against Belgium's Club Brugge. I believe tomorrow Celtic are playing. Again, Celtic have to play a playoff because they are in a country, Scotland, which does not have a high UEFA coefficient ranking. Their coefficient ranking has actually dropped quite a fair bit in recent years, Scotland. And yeah, those are the 3 games that are taking place tonight. Two legs, yeah. Let me get to that Insta message whilst we're fact. Yeah, I've just realised this is a quicker laptop. So yeah, things are going to load straight away. I don't have to wait anymore. Yay. Who will win the first leg? I'm going to go Rangers. And it's Jack Butland to begin in goal for Rangers. A back 4 of Max Aarons, is that? It is... Yeah, Max Aarons. John Suter. Never heard of him before. Who's this? Nasser Djiga. We've got Jaden Meghomo in the back 4. Then the midfielders are 3 of Diamande. I have heard of him before. Mohamed Diamande. Joe Rothwell and, can't remember your first name, Nicholas Raskin. Front 3 is Antman. Oliver Antman, Danilo Pereira, and Gassama. Djedi Gassama. And on the bench for Rangers is Kelly Tavernier, Baron, Asgard, Cameron, Dowell, Igaman, Fernandez, Moore, Gentles, Curtis, and Hutton. And then for Club Brugge and Nicky Hayen, who is their coach, Mignolet begins in goal, laid back four of Says, Michele, Spiliers, and Sabe. Looks to be a midfield three of Tazolis, Onyedika, and Carlos Forbes playing behind a reverse diamond front three with Stankovic as sort of maybe playing a false nine, perhaps, don't know. Number 8 kind of role. And then you've got Vermant and Vanakin as the front two men. And on the bench for Club Brugge is Jackers, Ordonez, Reese, Tresoldi, Vetlerson, Sandra, Major, Nilsson, Secret, El Adour, Diakon, and Campbell. No. Villa have got no chance this season of touching Arsenal, I don't think. I think, you've got some work to do, mate. You really, really let yourselves down on Saturday. It was, I mean, I've said it. It was a disgrace of a game. I'm sorry to say it, but that game was a disgrace. There's no way on planet Earth that no matter how bad your pre-season is, you can't go out on a pitch and put on that type of display in the Premier League. I mean, that was just a joke, really. Opening weekend of the Premier League, and that's how bad of a display you put on. So, yeah, no, to be honest with you, I have no high hopes of Villa because that was just, like I said, a complete and utter joke of a game. Exactly. Yeah, Club Brugge might claw it. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Rangers with the home crowd, yeah. Luton are 1-0 up against Wigan now, are they? Okay, very interesting. Alexander Stankovic is the son of an Inter Milan icon, or... No, mate. I'm sorry, but I don't accept that at all. It was you've had a very poor pre-season, and the standard of football that Aston Villa put on display probably made Newcastle look bad as well. But overall, both of you combined put on an unacceptable form of football. It was truthfully a terrible display, and it was not to Premier League standard at all. So completely unacceptable display. So I have no reason to give Villa any credit at all at the minute because it was a disgrace, really, how bad that game was. And by the way, the red card was correct. It was definitely the denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity. So there is no doubt in my mind that that was a correct red card decision. And Newcastle were very unlucky not to get a winner because they were significantly better than you guys. So yeah, that we'll leave it on that. But I'm telling you right now, that was an unacceptable standard of football for the Premier League. People should not be falling asleep when watching a Premier League match. It's as simple as can be. I was not quite falling asleep, but bloody hellfire I could have done. And I most certainly know that some people have fell asleep during it. That is not the standard of the Premier League. So if you do want to give this watch tonight, you can watch free of charge as part of your Amazon Prime Video subscription. Just go onto the Amazon Prime Video app, whether that be on your iPad or telephone or mobile phone or laptop. Alternatively, you can use your smart TV or your Fire Stick or whatever form of smart TV adaptation you may have. Open the Amazon Prime Video app. Make sure that you are subscribed to Prime, or you can, of course, go for that cheaper Prime Video only subscription, and then just simply open up the Prime Video app. And all Champions League football on Prime Video is included within your subscription, free of charge, at no extra cost, like I said. Is he ex-Manchester City, is he? Tell you what, Wim, you've got quite a lot of knowledge, mate. Do join us more often. I like this Wim guy. He's bringing quite a bit of knowledge to us. Okie dokie then, folks. Once again, live on Amazon Prime Video. You can join the coverage of this one. And we are off and running at Ibrox. I'm going to get the lineups onto my screen so that I have got that. Yeah, I struggle to remember names with clubs I don't know. I'm one of those people where I do. In fact, I would say a lot of commentators, even with the teams they know, have team sheets in front of them. Now, for me, if it's the Premier League, I just don't have lineups in front of me because I just can quickly memorize the lineups and the sides with the squads, and they'll stay in my head probably forever. But when you've got the Champions League with this mixture of teams, you know what I mean? Because Borussia Dortmund and that change their team all the time, right? So yeah, I have to have the lineups in front of me for Champions League and sometimes Carabao Cup as well. But yeah, I can tell you right now, most commentators, if not all, have got lineups in front of them on their table. You know what I mean? Out of the way. Nobody'd be able to notice the reading lineups because commentators will literally do that. Well, most of them wear specs. They'll just look down. They'll probably have their specs halfway down the nose to make it look, to block off some of their eye movement as well. And yeah, they'll literally just go through the glasses, down, look at the lineups, back up, straight commentating again. Microphone at the mouth. Very clever how they do it. So yeah, when people who do watch-alongs for you tell you they've got lineups on the side screen, like I have, don't be surprised, because at the end of the day, it's exactly the same thing as what all commentators do. And for some people, they don't even have lineups in front of them for Premier League and stuff like that, like me. So yeah, technically, we've got better memory than the actual commentators. I mean, I wouldn't go that far yet, but it was a really poor standard of football. And we all know it, Fraser. Nobody can hide it. There's no covering up for it. It was shit. It was terrible. Nobody likes it. Oh, chance for Club Brugge. And they have scored within 3 minutes. And it was a chip into an open net that was gaping. And Club Brugge take the advantage and take a lead. Yeah, there you go. It's poor defending. And the striker, he's ready to go. He's on his spot. And the goalkeeper's way off his line. He doesn't come for the ball. And it's just chipped right past him into the back of his net. Almost an open net. Great technique. Great striker play from Vermont. But an absolute mess for Rangers. And I love the way the finish goes, actually, because he curls it sort of top bins and it dips down into the back of the net. Lovely finish. So Club Brugge with a very early advantage. Let's take a check on our poll. Smash that like button as well, people, by the way. 2 likes so far. There's more than enough of you for us to get at least probably 5 or 6, 7 maybe pushing it on there. And on our poll, we've got 9 voters. 78% are backing Rangers to win. 22% have backed Club Brugge to win. Nobody has backed draw. Whether that be because people think they can't press draw because it's a knockout game. It is not a knockout game. For the first legs of any two-legged tie, we will put draw on the poll because there is you can have a draw within 90 minutes in a knockout game that is a first leg. This is a two-legged tie. It will be an aggregate score added to it, of course, in the second leg. So, yeah, no, you can put draw if you would wish to, for anybody who was thinking that they might not be able to put draw. Yeah, absolutely not. Who do you support, NH 1999? I might guess Celtic just because you have got a green profile picture, but I won't take it too seriously that you've got a green profile picture. I don't mind Celtic anyway. I like Celtic. If I was Scottish, it'd be Celtic for me. Crystal Palace European journey. Yes. Do you know what? I was checking where's the match, and I could not find any form of stream or indication that Crystal Palace are playing on that day. I really couldn't. I'm watching on Amazon Prime Video, so yeah, just Prime Video, free of charge, including any Prime subscription, no extra charge, and yeah. Okay, it is coming up, yeah. Yeah, I see it. Channel 5. I love it. I absolutely love this. Oh my god, this is actually funny. I'm sorry, Pete. This is actually funny because Channel 5, right? No offense to them, but they 2-0 effortless. I'll get back to that in a minute, but effortlessly, Club Brugge 2-0 in front. An absolute mess for Rangers and an absolute rowboat of a show for Club Brugge. Rangers and Russell Martin's men are all over the place. I mean, the delivery from the corner on the right-hand side, it's good delivery. It's a simple finish. It's towards the penalty spot. And it must take a deflection on its way through, but it's just passed into the back of the net. Really poor defensively, really poor goalkeeping. Rangers are not looking good here. It's just shocking. Celtic fans will be loving this, yeah. And I'm not even surprised that we're getting high numbers. It's the Champions League. We do get high numbers in the Champions League, so yeah. But yeah, no, back to that Channel 5 situation. It was quite funny because for those of you who did watch the Club World Cup, you will know that Channel 5 were the terrestrial broadcaster for the competition. However, they put no effort, honestly, no effort, but guys, they literally just screen shared DAZN's coverage, which was anyway free for those who couldn't watch the games digitally on selected matches. There was no effort whatsoever. Every single piece of that coverage from Channel 5 was all DAZN's work. So I'm going to laugh my head off looking at this Crystal Palace Fredrikstad game. I will have a look at it because I bet you Channel 5 yet again will slump it and put no effort in. Yeah, Celtic probably will do well. Rangers won't. That is, Rangers will not survive in this. I don't think Rangers are up to standard to meet the level of this competition. But I think that Celtic will have a good tournament. I think they'll qualify. I think they'll have a good tournament, Celtic. I mean, they came close against Bayern Munich. So I think Celtic will get through and do well. But I'm not too sure about Rangers, to be fair. I would say, yeah, that's true. But I mean, we did have, the first leg of the PSG game, the PSG for Arsenal, that was very high viewing, over 1K, I think. Both the Real Madrid matches, absolutely just reaped viewers. So yeah, no, to be fair, it's not just about the clubs involved. I think it's just sometimes the Champions League altogether. People just click on, you know what I mean, and have a little look at the watch a lot. Yeah, the Champions League more often than not is just more attractive, I would say, for people who are skimming YouTube. But we did, I don't know if you remember, but the Premier League stream at Everton-Southampton, final game at Goodison, that went off like a bomb last season. Oh my God, it was like 1.4K, I think. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I think it was 1.4K we got on the Everton-Southampton, final game at Goodison. Not a lot of people did it either, but I did. That's probably what it was. Yeah, what did we get on Everton-Southampton? Let's have a. It was 1.6K actually. Ignore me. 1.6K. There you go. Probably my highest ever number for a Premier League stream, that. But it was the final game at Goodison. And to be fair, there's no doubt that we could get those types of numbers when we do at Everton again on Sunday, because it's obviously the grand opening for the Premier League of Bramley-Moore Dock or Hill Dickinson Stadium. Yeah, 1.6. I've seen it. I don't know why people were so interested, though. In that. I honestly, I can't get my head around why it got so many views in, because, I mean, I understand that it's the last game ever at Goodison, but what does a watch-along affect it being the last game of Goodison? Do you know what I mean? All I was doing was doing a bit of tribute to Goodison. I don't know. I mean, I didn't. Did I do anything special for the thumbnail? I can't. Did I do anything? No, it was just a stand. Yeah, I don't know then. I really don't know. It just must have been a case of people just were flurrying, begging to find a way to connect with the game, connect with the final ever game at Goodison, because it was such a big, sad moment, really, but also a happy moment. Let's not forget this. And I know people, I'm sorry, we're going off tangent a bit, but Everton leaving their stadium, not everybody will have been sad. People will have had emotions because, you know, they are leaving their long home, one of the oldest stadiums in the country. But some people will have been just celebrating the fact that the stadium had an amazing legacy and that they're moving into a new stadium. Could be more than that, to be fair, but we'll see. Victor. Monday, Newcastle, Liverpool. That is going to be fireworks. That is going to be a really good game. I feel like that Newcastle Liverpool game is going to be fireworks. It's going to be very erratic, to be fair, that game on Monday. That is the headline game of the weekend, and it will be fireworks. Oh, actually, no. Joint headline, I'd say, because Man City, but I forgot. Oh, I think yeah. Man City Spurs as well. Licking my chops at that one, mate. Oh my God. It was so good last season. Oh. Yeah, Man City Spurs at the Etihad. I'll have that every week, thank you very much. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I shouldn't like Spurs winning. But honestly, the best thing ever watching Spurs go to the Etihad and wipe the floor of City with their own arses. It was hilarious. City got absolutely dragged around and toyed with. It was so funny. It was the best ever 5:30 kickoff on a Saturday I think I've ever seen. Like, yeah, it was Tottenham. Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. I shouldn't like Tottenham winning, but it was just so funny and it was so entertaining. You couldn't stop laughing. You couldn't stop looking at it. You just wanted more and more because it was City getting absolutely battered by Spurs. It'd probably be the same thing again. City will probably get battered. I don't think City win. I think Spurs win. I think Spurs beat them. I'm not being funny, but who in their right mind wouldn't back Spurs to win? I know that Man City had a good start against Wolves, but we can't take that seriously. And when you think about it, Spurs have got a very good record against City, and I mean very good record against City. Spurs are a literal bogey side for City. Like, City hates Spurs. City can't function against Spurs. Spurs always seem to turn up against City. So for me, the punters should be backing Spurs to win that one. Yeah, they are crackers. That's the thing. 3-2 a couple of seasons ago at the Etihad with Emerson Royale and all that scoring. Then the 3-3. But that one most recently, it was just gold. It was absolute comedy gold. It was fantastic. It was mouth-watering as well. It was a great game. Because, yeah, City were playing some good football, but it didn't matter because Spurs were just battering them to pieces. It was so funny. I'm an Arsenal fan. Truthfully being, I'm an Arsenal fan. That's what I mean. I am an Arsenal fan. But when Spurs play City, it's so entertaining. There's obviously his corner there. Oh, let me guess. Chelsea. Is he Chelsea? Is that Chelsea? You're Chelsea, aren't you? Well, let me say. Just wait, Fraser, before we sing the song. You are you Chelsea? Just say, are you Chelsea or not? Because if you are Chelsea, yep, Fraser, come on. 1, 2, 3, Clown Club, Chelsea. Da, 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 da. They are one of the most clowny clubs ever. Rubbish ownership, all that lot. Thanks, mate. Give me the link. Give me the link. He says, give me a link. You can watch free of charge on Amazon Prime Video in the UK. Just have an Amazon Prime subscription and it will be included. We've got... I'm under the presumption you are Scottish, so I'm going to try and pronounce this in a Scottish way. Dougie Sharp. Rangers are Europa or Conference at best. Yeah, there's two ways you can pronounce Dougie. Either Dougie or Dougie. So yeah, but Dougie Sharp, welcome in. Rangers are Europa or Conference at best. I do agree, and it's 3-0. Rambo JP73, what's the score? Well, it's now 3-0 to Club Brugge inside under 20 minutes. And well, I don't think you need a second leg because this could be very high numbers on aggregate going into that second leg for Club Brugge at home as well. Rangers are gone. I don't think Rangers come back. 3-0 is probably enough. I mean, for Arsenal, 3-0 was enough. Even though against Real Madrid, even though, anyway, we won 2-1 at the Bernabeu, still 3-0 was enough anyway. I mean, now we look back on it at the Bernabeu and we go, well, if we'd won 1-0 at the Emirates, we still would have got through. Uh, 4 years, 3 years, something like that. Yeah, no, Celtic are breathtaking. Celtic are. I find Celtic exciting, to be fair. When Celtic are up for it, Celtic are really, really excited. Really, really excited. No, you didn't get banned. I'm still here. I don't know what's going on. What? Are you normally on YouTube? Is that what you're trying to just elaborate to me a bit? Do you normally come on YouTube or something? In what sense? On YouTube or on Twitch? Because I can see it. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. See what I mean? See that? I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I can multi-stream. We are mainly a YouTube channel. We do Twitch as well, but we're mainly a YouTube channel. So most of the time, if we get people saying they can't chat from Twitch, okay, yeah, it's just because you said you're asking if you got banned or something. We're trying to figure it out. Oh mate, I couldn't give a stuff. I mean, some people love Tierney. For me, his Arsenal career was over. If you are Celtic, enjoy him, is all I'm going to say. I'm not too fussed about it. But he is a good player. But yeah, a lot of people might be wondering right now because, with the Twitch, YouTube situation, yes, YouTube viewers, those who don't know, we do stream to Twitch as well. I stream to Twitch on the side. It's just a case of like, it's just like an extra bit of coverage, really, I suppose. And it's something for Twitch viewers to bite their teeth into if they want to. But we are mainly a YouTube channel. So yeah, most of the time, if you come to us with a problem, we will normally presume it's with YouTube. Honestly, the best policy, isn't it, really? And that is my honest thoughts. I couldn't be more honest than that. But yeah, sometimes with Twitch viewers, you don't notice that we're on YouTube, even though we pin. That's the thing. We pin comments to the screen, but what people don't realise sometimes on Twitch is the YouTube logo coming up. But it's quite good. If you ask me, it's quite good, really, because I can get cross-platform. I can get people in from both platforms talking to each other because I can pin that comment. And then, say, for example, Fraser here from YouTube can see that comment and contrary for Twitch viewers as well. So, yeah. So it's sort of extending the fan base, but, yeah. Oh, Ange did a great job at Celtic. The trouble is he just flopped with Spurs, even though he won a trophy. Big Rab, welcome to you. Laughing emojis times 5. Not too sure why you're laughing, but first time seeing your pod. What a great game to cover to start the viewing. In what do you mean by that? Do you mean your viewing, or because I've started on Friday? I've come back on Friday, and I think I've done 7 Premier League games this weekend, haven't I? But yeah, I mean, this for me, really, I'll be honest and straight with you, it's just a bit of extra content. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, it is interesting to watch, but the game means nothing to me. It's a playoff. I'm just doing this as extra content, really. And for the viewers, really, because I was absent for quite a long time from YouTube and Twitch this summer, because obviously I'd had a bit of a rough time in the summertime. My Chromebook was failing during the Club World Cup. I was demotivated, so I took a long break, came back, Premier League content with a new laptop, this is a new laptop. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just giving people extra content, really. I mean, I could have sat down and gone, right, see you all on Friday, but I've come back, one more stream before, yeah, I do take a 2-day break. It's Fraser on Twitch. Go Rangers goals. Ikaturn, I presume you're saying that you are a Rangers fan and you want goals from them. Yeah, absolutely. They need to respond. But what a really poor first half hour for them. Yeah, Brugge, for me, I've already got it wrapped up unless Rangers can force a great comeback. Okay. I don't agree with that. I think the Premier League is actually probably the best league in the world. Some people say that it's overrated, but actually, when you think about it, you've got like La Liga and all that lot. You know what I mean? Bundesliga, Liga. They're all farmers' leagues. I mean, La Liga is not so much of a farmer league. I'm talking more or less about Eredivisie, Liga, Bundesliga. But them 3 are farmers' leagues. But yeah, you do see good football from the teams who farm those leagues. La Liga's better, yes. La Liga's got high-quality football, but it's not a farmers' league because Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico, all them teams are in the mix. Sometimes you get Bayer Leverkusen or Borussia Dortmund challenging for the title in the Bundesliga, like obviously we had the amazing story with Leverkusen not too long ago. But I disagree with that comment 1,000% because we are not a farmers' league in this at all. Going to be a free kick. And the Club Brugge player doesn't seem to agree with that outcome. I mean, back on that comment again about the Premier, some people will say that people do have takes against the Premier League. I'll admit there's some games that made the Premier League look really, really shit. Now, I have heavily criticised Aston Villa in particular and Newcastle a little bit for the fact for the game on Saturday. You know what I mean? It was simply unacceptable. That is not the standard of football that we expect in the Premier League. That is not a good advert for the Premier League. That is appalling. People should not accept that game. It was a joke. However, you get some games that are really, really good. Really, really good. And actually, no, I think that overall the English football system is one of the best systems in the world, purely down to the fact it's so diverse, it's so exciting. I love the playoffs as well. No, I completely disagree with that comment. Oh, okay. Kairat against Celtic is it's a 5:45 kickoff. Fuck my! Why the hell? Yeah, yeah. I know, Pete. 5:45. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get up for that. I don't like 5:45 kickoff. I don't like the early kickoffs in midweek. I don't like them unless it's Arsenal. I'm sorry, but it just sucks. Really sucks. I mean, obviously for you guys in mainland Europe as well, they're not so bad because a 5:45 kickoff your time in mainland Europe will be 6:45. 8 o'clock kickoffs in the UK are normally 9 o'clock in mainland Europe time. 5:45 for me because I don't tend to finish work or college or whatever it may be until 4 o'clock. I've got to get back. I've got to do dogs, and then I've got to prepare for the live stream. I will do it if it's Arsenal, but otherwise I just don't do them because it just doesn't work for me. For the average working man in England or working woman in England, there's absolutely no way that you would have time to come back from work and be able to do a 5:45 kickoff. So I think it was like a Loire. I think it was like LUA maybe. So you'll have to Google it, mate. I am so lost. It's all new to me. That's the thing. Yeah, they do crumble, Colin Rangers. Fraser Lapsley is unhappy. Yeah, no, you exactly fair point. Fair point. You know that Celtic are going to win the league. Mickey's got a point there. You know that Celtic are going to win the league. Rangers just aren't strong enough. You know it's going to be Celtic's title. You know that really, you would never back Rangers in an old firm, would you? Really, unless you're a Rangers fan. So yeah, no, Mickey's got a point there. Tommy Maguire says Russell out. Yeah. I mean, it's a very poor standard of football for Rangers here. Brugge have found it easy. Sorry, Brugge. That is how you pronounce it. Like, not, yeah. A lot of people will say Club Brugge, but no, it's Club Brugge. Like burger, but with an R. Club Brugge. Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. The Scottish fans can be quite rowdy and emotional. Yeah, no, why should they accept this? It's not good enough, is it? But again, I mean, we can't comment too much as English fans because our coefficient is just so high that no English side would probably ever have to experience this. That's the thing. Not many English sides would ever have to go. I don't know. When was the last time an English side had to do this playoff type thing? Probably will stay at Arabia, won't he? Prime Video, mate. Yep. Oh god, yeah, they were dead close, weren't they? Oh. But yeah, if you talk to a fan of probably an English, Spanish, or German club in this Champions League, they would probably just go, well, I've never experienced that playoff type thing, mate. Or is the new? I don't know. Is the new owners in? Is there? Well, I'm in the 39th minute, mate. You know there's rule with Prime Video. It's only like a 10-second delay, so I'm practically level with the game. I don't know. I don't follow Scottish football really. I do keep an eye on the results, but I don't know, mate. Why? It's on Prime. That's the thing. It's on Prime. It's you can literally pay for. Honestly, you don't even have to have the full Prime subscription. You can just go Fortnite. This pisses me off. You can pay like a £5 each month, and you get Prime. If you want Prime Video only, it's It's £4.99, I think. £8.99 for the standard package with all the extra perks. But if you only want Prime Video, £4.99, £5 a month. What's that? Up to 4 Champions League games included in that. Bargain. Yeah, why are people using IP? Honestly, when it's on Prime, why use an IPTV? I understand that TNT and Sky are not really affordable for some people, but when it's on Prime, bloody hell, fire! It's a £5 a month if you want Prime Video only. Or does it not? So we're in the last 5 minutes here between Rangers and Club Brugge. 3-0 to Brugge. Yeah, like with me, I'm not going to dictate too much, but I do tend to discourage people from using streaming sites when the game is on telly. I get it for 3 p.m. kickoffs because I do it myself, but otherwise, just pay the solid subscription. Because all you do, the thing is, the authorities don't give two arses shits, right? If you're watching 3 p.m. kickoffs, nobody's going to try and enforce that. Why? Because let's face it, Sky and TNT are not losing out on revenue because you're watching a 3 p.m. kickoff. What's going on there is they are losing on revenue when you're watching games that are on telly with them. So the law only really applies and flags up to the police and the authorities and makes them come out if you're deliberately watching games. It's basically like fair evasion on the railway. You're evading the price for the football that's being shown in your country. But nobody's going to give two arses craps about if you're watching a 3 p.m. kickoff. Oh, I expect it to be a massive boot. Fair point. Probably is the truth as well. It's still. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because for me, I wouldn't want the police turning around. I mean, they can't do any. They can't do anything about you watching 3 p.m. kickoffs, whether you like it or not. They can't do anything. But if you are deliberately dodging the cost of Sky or TNT to watch football, that's when they'll get involved, and that's when you may. Because the thing is, if you do get caught, you could get a massive fine, or you could get sued. So yeah, that's why I don't do it. I do discourage it for that reason, just down to the fact that I mean, yeah, okay, police might not come over, but Sky catch you doing it, and remember, Sky can see, and so can TNT, because TNT are the same company as BT and EE, because BT was taken over, I think, by Warner Brothers, so they're all linked together, and obviously you've got EE TV. If you're on an EE TV package, that they'll be able to see exactly what's going on with your TV. Same with Sky, and as well if you've got Sky broadband, say that it'll come through the broadband, because obviously you can't use a streaming site without a broadband. So if you're on EE broadband or Sky broadband, it'll all link together. They'll collect that data and they'll find a way to sue you. So that is why. I've read stories, and yeah, people they do it through the broadband now. They don't send police around no more, really. They just do it for the broadband. And I mean, Sky sued somebody, thousands, the other week, because they'd caught him through the broadband checking the logs. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. VPN won't work. I'll tell you, if it's Virgin, then yeah, you probably will be fine. But if you're actually on Sky broadband, it doesn't matter what VPN you've got in place. It's Sky who are running your broadband, so Sky can do what the fuck they want with your data. They can look. They can block through VPNs. Do you know what? Because it's their products. It's all good and well using a VPN, and yeah, that'll probably lower your risk, but still, Sky can look at whatever they want. Sky will find out if you're using their broadband to dodge them. Well, I'm just saying, if people are with Sky, the data is right there for them to look at. And that's exactly what happened to this guy not too long ago. Got sued, so yeah, that's my point. And that's why I discourage it. But yeah, 3 p.m. kickoff, Sky ain't going to care because Sky ain't broadcasting it. Yeah, that's the main thing as well. You can't, if you've got Sky or EE broadband, because remember, like I've said, EE is the same as BT, and obviously BT and EE are all now links with Warner Brothers, who own TNT Sports. So yeah, if you either EE broadband or Sky broadband, and you're doing it, then yeah, that's where you're just being an idiot, because you know the data is right there for EE to collect and show to Warner Brothers, who own TNT. And then, yeah, same with Sky. Sky are one big company. So, yeah, they'll be able to tell. And the Sky Sports Revenue Protection Team, because they do have one, will come, take you to court, sue you. Yep. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. The prices are extortionate, mate. It is greed. But the thing is, it's the way it goes. There's not a lot people can do. Fraser has news. Yeah, well, not Virgin. Not Virgin. Virgin are not going to do... that's the thing. Virgin are their own company, okay? Virgin have no links with Sky or TNT because Virgin have got one separate brand which is connected to them, and that is O2. So no, not Virgin. Virgin does not come into the category. With Virgin, more than likely, you'll be fine because Sky or TNT cannot see Virgin's data unless somebody is covert, walk past your house, seen an illegal stream, and they're in plain clothes working for Sky. In that case, there may be a subject data access request to Virgin. But no, you're not really going to be at risk of getting caught with Virgin because Virgin are not linked to Sky or TNT. But with Sky and EE, they are both linked to TNT Sports, EE, and Sky are linked to Sky because Sky are all one big company under one name as well. Well, that doesn't look too bad, actually. That does not look too bad, you know, Phrase. I'll tell you something. That does not look too bad. You can show me how to do that, actually, yeah. Obviously, I'll need to add a bit more pizzazz to it and a bit more colour, I would say, because it is looking a little bit... And that's nothing against you. I don't like the white line. That's the one thing. The white lines do not go well with me. That's all I'm going to really say. I don't agree with the white lines. But other than that, looks great, mate. I don't know if he can hear me on this. I don't know if he's on it. I don't know whether he can hear me or not. He's messaged me now. I don't know. Yeah, he's still on here. Yeah. Just said, well, what I'm going to ask you to do, Fraser, is I'm going to ask you to send me a camera version, because that way, then, if you can get me a camera version, I can then put, because in case you aren't aware, I just literally use the overlay format that you originally sent me, and what I do is with that is I just simply I take pictures on the internet of Champions League background or whatever it may be. I'll take those backgrounds, I'll crop them down, and I'll fit them to the size of the overlay blocks, and I'll just cover it up. And then I'll keep pressing backwards until everything goes on top of it. All gels together quite nicely. But yeah, so yeah, if you send me a format on Canva, that'd be great. Yeah, Hazard's going to get himself caught at some point. I'm not even being funny with you. He will. He will. He gives away way too much as well on here. That's the thing. Yeah, Netflix ain't going to do no. Netflix, if you don't pay Netflix ain't going to know. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. But with sports, it's a whole different ball game. I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying that, you know, I will not encourage it. I will not encourage it. But if people want to do it, that's their choice. But I will not encourage it. The thing is, though, if it's not on Canva, I can't edit it very well. I'll try. Yeah. Just if we can, it's good. The idea is great. I've just got to make sure that it's camera friendly. That's all. Because there is a few. Obviously, I've got to get rid of the white lines. It's If you can get it cameraized, mate, that would be the best thing for me to be able to continuously edit it. Because the thing is, as well, I've got to, because I will put for the Carabao. Well, the only time that I don't put branding stickers over it is when it's the Premier League or a country's domestic league. But the FA Cup, I have a red background. Carabao Cup, I have a green background. Champions League, I've got the Champions League background. Europa League, I've got the Europa League background. Conference League. Practically every competition that I do, except for the Premier League and the Championship, I have some form of branding format and a specific colour. It would be nice if we can get it cameraized, to be fair, mate. If you can try get it on camera for me, that would be the best thing. If you can't, that's okay. But yeah, but how am I going to edit a PDF in Canva? Can I edit a PDF in Canva? That's the thing. I mean, if you send me the exact dimensions for it, I'll try and make a replica. But I can try. We'll talk it out tomorrow, mate. I am going to be doing some work anyway tomorrow because I mean I've got things to do. You know what I mean? And I do need some help, mate. Can you actually do me a favor? Can you send me like an idea, perhaps, or maybe I'll send you like an idea of this bloody real roundup thing for a thumbnail and stuff like that. What I've thrown up on Canva tomorrow. And then you come back to me and yeah. We'll talk it out tomorrow, mate. We'll try and sort it tomorrow. See what I mean? YouTubers think about their graphics. A lesson for you all. A YouTuber always stresses about the graphics they put on their screen. Yeah. And I know you guys don't care that much about graphics, but we as the YouTuber do. Yeah, did you? I want to take a check on my bookings. Did I don't mean there was a booking, was there? Shit. Oh no. Not again. Surely not. Oh, did I put full time? Schoolboy error. Yeah, schoolboy error. Half time. It's not full time. For anybody who's thinking it's full time, it's not full time. It's half time. Sorry, people. Thank you, Fraser, for pointing that out. Who pointed that out? Fraser. Bazza, loving life, laughing his head off at Rangers. Love it. No cards. Jesus. Right. That's it then. I can't believe that. 2 games in a row, no cards in the first half. Great. That kills the bet builder then. Doesn't matter, does it? Question mark, question mark, question mark in the bin. That one will have to go. I know, they're crap, aren't they? Yeah, price boost ain't going to come through either. Rangers, Stockport County and Luton all to win. Yeah, Rangers ain't winning, are they? I'll keep it open just in case Rangers score 4 goals second half. But yeah, I think it's a job done for Club Brugge at Ibrox already. Sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, no. Well, I hope you enjoy the funeral, even though it's a sad day. I hope you enjoy yourself because, you know, yeah, funerals are not supposed to be happy, but I hope that you enjoy the day because, you know, I mean, like well, hopefully the day will be nice. I know that the bit, I mean, I've had it once where, you know, I mean, I literally sat down and yeah, the curtain closed and that was it. It killed me. But, you know, no, yeah, hopefully it should be a enjoyable day-ish. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. You know what I mean? It's not a day to have fun, but you should be able to enjoy yourself at a funeral. You know what I mean? You should be able to enjoy the day, even though you are saying a sad goodbye. Yeah. You mean Rangers? Caleb McLaren. I am not a Rangers fan. I am a neutral, providing I watch along for Rangers. So when you refer to you lot, I presume you mean Rangers. And yes, Scabby, who's just said it. Rangers do need some hope. Are they going to find it? Very unlikely. Club Brugge on their way into the Champions League knockout stage. Sorry, league phase. Rangers are going to need a remontada of the finest mark. You wish. No, just see what you can do, mate. Because no, if you had the Champions League background, all that'll end me. I know that you're trying to help, and I do appreciate it, but I just need literally a base overlay because yeah, it's just my brain works in a funny way. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, just send me a base background if you can. I can work with because yeah, we'll talk it out tomorrow, mate. I am quite specific about my graphics. Now I do my graphics, I'm quite specific. I know what I want. I mean, other YouTubers will understand exactly what I mean when I say people, you know what I mean, like YouTubers do care about their graphics. Do you know what I mean? Love's a bit of a strong word. As a YouTuber, you can love my content. Maybe not quite love me, though. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, mate. Some people say love, though, and actually mean love. And, yeah, no. I just do my best. I just do my best. That's all I can do, really. Just do my best. So, yeah, that's what I do. Tommy Maguire's loving life. Even though Rangers are absolutely getting battered by Club Brugge, Tommy Maguire's loving life. Yeah, well, whatever type of funeral it is, wherever the wake is, yeah. I'm not going to be live tomorrow anyway, so yeah, enjoy the day. Don't worry about trying to get to my live stream because I'm not going to go live tomorrow. I'm having 2 days off. Wednesday and Thursday off, back on Friday. Well, I say 2 days off, but I am recording a video tomorrow, Premier League predictions. When I saw this comment, I thought for a split second you were saying me Scottish. No, no. I know what you mean now, though. You were talking to Tommy Maguire, but yeah, no. No, I'm definitely not Scottish. I am London. Arsenal through and through. We're Arsenal through and through. You will hear us singing. I think I've forgotten a bit of the chant, actually. I need to go back in the stadium and hear the chant again. But I think it's something about the North Bank and the clock end, so yeah. We're back underway. I mean, if anybody thinks I'm Scottish, yeah, that's the point. Yeah, if anybody thinks I'm Scottish, there's a problem because I'm not Scottish at all. I probably do sound a bit Mancunian. I mean, I've told you guys this, but I lived in London for like 2 years, so I have not picked up the accent at all. So I probably do sound Mancunian or Midlandy, but that's because I haven't lived in London for very long. But that's where I'm from, so that's why I support Arsenal. In fact, I would probably say that anybody who watches Sky on a regular basis, like me, because of the amount you listen to Gary Neville, you just pick up you probably do pick up a Mancunian accent. You know what I mean? Because you listen to Gary Neville so much that you just pick up Mancunian. Because I mean, you've got Micah Richards, Mancunian. You've got bloody who else? You got Roy Keane. Well, actually, he's Irish, but there's so many Mancunians on Sky. Do you know what I mean? They're not good, are they, Daryl? They're not good. Celtic, for me, is probably the best club in Scotland. I mean, you've got Josh Ring, who is a fellow YouTuber of mine, actually, a good friend of mine and Fraser's. And he supports Aston Villa and Rangers. Now, I have no link to Scotland at all. I am a fully English. I am fully English. I mean, both of my names are German. True fact, by the way. Both of my names are German, but I am fully English. I don't even know who Alan Carr is, but I know he's a clown. So if I sound like Alan Carr, Edinburgh Hearts, yeah, Hearts Hibs. Yes, they are, Ryan. Yes, they are. Ball into the box on Rangers. Here's Raskin. Ball across. That's the thing as well. Rangers, yeah. I mean, literally, you know what I mean? What's his bloody name? Russell Martin can just drag Rangers right to the floor. And yeah, Hearts and Hibs are both not too bad sides. So yeah, be careful, Rangers. Hearts and Hibs might come for you. Oh, no, there's no doubt about it. Danilo, though, has got one back for Rangers. And they are back in the game. And there is a lifeline, but more or less in the context of this game, you would say a consolation. 3-1. Yeah, it's just a ball across, and it's a tap in for Danilo, who's Johnny on the spot, ready to go. Slides in and gets his shot away straight away, meets the ball with a good connection. 3-1, back in it. But like I said, probably just a consolation. Brugge will look at that and think, right, we're going to now get 2 more again. That's the thing. Rangers might score 1 and Brugge will slap another 2 in. Probably. Probably used to this. That's why. That's the thing. Some fans just are so used to their team losing that they just get used to being jolly whilst losing 3-4-0. You know what I mean? I mean, take Pie, for example, the Plymouth Argyle guy. You know what I mean? Pie. Yeah, the Argyle YouTuber. Argyle have been shit all season last season, right? But he's still jolly, isn't he? So that's what I mean. In the end, you're just so used to your team being shit that no matter how shit they are, you get jolly. Yeah. It was such a bad competition, though. I mean, I did not like DAZN's coverage was terrible. I'm sorry, people, but DAZN is so bad. DAZN is so bad. Like, DAZN were not helping with the fact that was such a shit. That it was a shit competition alone, but DAZN's coverage has made it so much worse. Like, I don't want to listen to bloody DAZN. It's just crap. That Club World Cup made me crave Sky. Honestly, I literally was craving Sky Sports. I think anybody in the UK who watches Sky on a regular basis will have sat there watching that DAZN coverage and craved Sky. I craved it. I was so sick. There was no personality. There was no. That's the thing with Sky. You've got all the regular faces. You've got. It was just shit. I'm sorry, but from top to bottom, that competition was shite. I mean, the trophy's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, the trophy's beautiful, but the competition itself, crap. Just absolute, utter garbage. Rough to Diamande. No, not even that. No. If Arsenal were in the competition, I still would have liked it. It was so bloody shit. It was just absolutely bloody awful. I'm sorry, but no. It's just it didn't work. It was a failure. It did not work. I mean, obviously for Chelsea, because they've won it, they'll back up the competition but no, it was shit. For the neutral, it was absolutely bloody awful. And the standard of football at times as well in that competition was rubbish. Absolute rubbish. We probably will smash Leeds. Yeah, no. I said it. I said it on Sunday. It's all about goal difference at the start of the season in the Premier League. Whenever a league starts, it's all about goal difference. It doesn't matter how many points you get. The game is goal difference in the first 3 weeks of a season. Why? Because quite simply being said, it's just all... Because all the teams that win who get 3 points, they're going to be piled up there, and the only way to separate them is goal difference. But once you're 3 game weeks in, and you've got Liverpool losing perhaps, or a Newcastle getting smashed or winning, you've got Burnley potentially getting a freak win, it all starts to mix up a bit then. because you've got to wait for a little bit until there starts to see gaps appear with points. Do you know what I mean? Well, I wouldn't say we didn't deserve it. It was a very bad performance. However, we were determined defensively and we got the job done. I don't want to say that we intentionally played it boring, but we did it the boring and classic way, 1-0 to the Arsenal, which, quite frankly, is a thing with us where we can just hold out and get a 1-0 win, sneaky 1-0 win. You know what I mean? Clean sheet. And that's what we did. But it was not a great performance. So in the context of getting the job done and being determined defensively, I would say we deserved the win, but our performance did not deserve the win. I'm not going to say anything about Gyökeres because it's first game week. It's game week 1. You can't make those judgments yet. Wow, I need a drink. Yet again, people, I've done a lot of talking. Why do I do so? Honestly. And people wonder why I've got a bottle of Coke down the side of me all the time. The only bad thing about this house, we've got no tap upstairs. Which means I have to go all the way downstairs for a drink of water. That's why I have bottles of pop or beer up here. Because believe me, I'm not an incessant drinker of alcohol or pop. I like pop and I like alcohol, but I don't go over the top with it. It just will appear that way because you literally have got to go all the way downstairs for one glass of water. Oh, that's the way. That is the way it works. Ryan's got a point. That is exactly the way YouTube works. Yes, the less popular matches do attract more viewers. Strangely, but factually. So I do sometimes do these types of Sometimes YouTubers will just do it because they need the content. Oh yeah, as off your bench, yeah. I don't know though. I haven't seen. I don't. Yeah. I mean, really, the only way I track Scottish football is through SofaScore. Let's just be real and straight with it. Unfortunately, unless it's an old firm, Scottish football is not really attractive to an English person, I would say. So yeah, we tend to just track this. Well, YouTubers will track things through SofaScore. Well, Flash Score and SofaScore. I use Flash Score during the matches because, and there is a reason for that. No, I probably won't, Ryan. I probably won't. I need it. I've done Friday, Saturday. I've done. This is my 8th watch along in 4 days. I need a break, mate. I do. Everybody needs a break. So yeah, no, I'm taking 2 days off. And don't forget I'm recording Premier League predictions as well tomorrow. So it's not like I'm not doing them. But no, Thursday will be more or less, unless it's not a European game week and there's a good game on. Thursday will be my standard day off. So yeah, for me, when it comes to games that I'm not too interested in, but I need the content, I'll do one or the other. Because once upon a time, when I would just literally non-stop, 7 days a week, drag myself through games that I wouldn't want to do. But now I am giving myself at least, it is mandatory as a YouTuber that you have at least 1 day off. Because you do feel better when you've had at least 1 day off YouTube, because it is a lot. And particularly for us football YouTubers, the vocal cords do get tired. So you need a little bit of a break. Commentators, you think about it, Peter Drury, I mean, he does what? 2 games a week, does he? Sometimes 3. So he's still giving himself a break. People who do day-to-day jobs need a break. YouTubers need a break. So yeah, at least 1 day a week off. I think you'll smash West Ham, yeah, personally, because I've got West Ham to go down rock bottom. So I'm more than, anybody really. I'd say that a lot of the time this season when West Ham come up, I'm going to say that you'd beat them, and that goes for any Premier League side, because I've got West Ham to go down relegated, and I personally just think they're shit. So if you're talking about West Ham, I'll just say, yeah, you'll win. Because I genuinely think they're going to go down rock bottom this season. Oh. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think we will. 3-0. I don't think it'll be 5-0, but I'm thinking 3-0. I mean, 3-0 is going to be my minimum, really, I would say. And the reason for that is because, once again, I reiterate, I said it in that post game week 1 reaction I did on Sunday. Game week 2 is an excellent opportunity for us to seize on goal difference, which, like I've told you guys already, is a key factor in the opening weeks of a Premier League season or any league season for a team. And because we've only got a 1-0 win on Sunday, even though it's 3 points, still we're behind on goal difference. And now Manchester City could easily drop points to Spurs. For that matter, is a good opportunity to get our goal difference up high. Again, because we're at home to Leeds. Man City and Liverpool have both got tough games against Spurs and Newcastle. So it's a good weekend and a good opportunity for us to get some ground back on the goal difference. Wow. I have done a lot of talking today, and I can tell my throat's vibrating. It's been a lot. I tell you what, it's been a long time since I've been doing this much talking. You know what I mean? I think my throat will be like, ooh, I'm getting a bit of a break now from all this talking. Just a small break. Just a small wee break, as he'd say in Scotland. 2 days, back on Friday. Not interested, mate. if we're serious, otherwise. Did nothing when he came on Sunday. Did absolutely squat. I've not had enough time to judge Madueke yet as an Arsenal player. He had he had moments where he was really good at Chelsea and for England. And yeah, back in that Wolves game where they won 6-2, he said, he's cold and fire. Okay, prove that to me in an Arsenal shirt then, is what I'm thinking right now. I'll give him a chance, but at the minute, I've not really got anything too complimentary to say. I do remember. Happy birthday, Macy. Happy birthday. $19, same age as me. I'll be 20. Yes, for any new viewers who don't know this, my birthday is the 4th of February. Okay? The 4th of February. And very normally around my birthday, Arsenal have a big game at the Emirates. So last two seasons around my birthday, we've had Man City at home, 1, Liverpool at home, 1, 3-1 and 5-1. And that Liverpool one where we won 3-1 was directly on my birthday. The 5-1 against Man City was just before my birthday. 2 days before, I think. I am the oldest, yeah. Out of all the teenagers here, I am the oldest. Yeah. Fraser, I think, is nearly my age. I think Fraser's the closest to me. Maybe Flicks. One of them soon. Oh, Flicks is 18. There you go. Yeah, so it's me and Fraser, really, and Ryan. Although you are way behind me, actually. You're August, I'm February, so it's a what? 6 month difference. And another thing, I hate hot weather. I hate the summer. I am born probably, I am born at a time of year where it tends to snow or it tends to be really cold. And I know that people will say, oh, but what about January? Yeah, I get it. But February is where you get the snow and the really cold weather, ice and stuff like that. February is like probably the most wintry month out of all the wintry months for the fact that you get ice and snow. So yeah, because I'm winter born, it's probably why I love the winter. I hate summer. I don't mind a bit of warm weather, but I hate summer. I hate hot weather. A few changes then for Rangers with 20 minutes to go. Moore and Tavernier on. Yeah, I know. He's a wee Irishman, mate. Probably the most boring country in Great Britain, you would say. There is literally nothing exciting about Ireland. I'm sorry, but there is just nothing. Flix knows it as well, but there's nothing exciting. There's no reason why anybody would want to go to Ireland, really. Yeah, England as well. I mean, England. Don't get me wrong. Scotland's got some nice countryside. If you like your countryside and you like your big mountains and tranquil and quiet, then yeah, Scotland's for you. But if you like your football, you like England, I would say is the best because England is the main part of the UK. It's the biggest part of the UK. It's the heart and soul. And it's probably the most varied when it comes to weather, areas. So for me, England's the best, but yeah, I like England. Here's one thing though about England, and I tell you, I don't know if actually people know this, but Wales and Scotland have got a 10p bag fee now at McDonald's. In England, no such thing. Do you want to know how I know? Because every time I order at McDonald's on a screen, 10p bag fee in Scotland and Wales. No, not in England. Scottish people must hate that as well. Scottish and Welsh people must hate that when they see that on the screen. They'd be like, "Oh, I wish I was English." Flix will have no idea what I'm talking about because he's Irish, but yeah. Oh, yeah, no, they give it you. Well, the ones I've been in, they give it you for free. No problem. I don't mind. I mean, it's not the best takeaway in the world. Let's just be real and straight with it. It's not. It's not the best, but it's okay. And it does. I mean, when you need it, it's there. If you know what I mean. Like it's good when you need it, but it's not. It's not something that you crave. But when you need it, it's there. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes when you're out and about, the easiest thing to do is go to either McDonald's or Weatherspoons because you know what the prices are going to be like. You know what you're getting, and it's affordable and quick. Like that's what I tend to do on a match day. I mean, I'll give you for example in Southampton when I went to St Mary's. What I did was I pulled in at 10:43 on the train direct to Southampton. Went to the hotel. I dropped my bag off. I went exploring around the city centre. Went into the shopping centre, and then I came back out. I had a McDonald's, and there was a McDonald's. By the way, there was a McDonald's right next to my hotel. Dream come true. Oh my god, literally, right? There is what they call it a core quarter because there's a retail park, and just across from it, there is 3 Accor hotels. You've got a Nova hotel, you've got a Ibis normal, and an Ibis budget. I was in the Ibis, and literally just outside of Accor Quarter, McDonald's. So literally, comes out McDonald's. The hotel checked me in 2 hours early at 1 p.m. Big up Ibis, love you for that. And then I went out to the football. 3:30 kickoff. Everything was great. Came back, had a quick shower, got changed, back out. 5-10 minute walk into the city centre. Weatherspoons, chilled out. Did a bit of casino arcade stuff. Took some photos of the walls, and then went back. Hotel about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And I had a good lie-in. 12 o'clock checkout. Now, yes, so Brighton, I did not touch McDonald's in Brighton. When I was in Brighton, what I did is I literally, I pulled straight into the train station, and the first thing I did is I looked for the beach, as I would do when I pulled to a seaside town, because I love the sea. So I went down. I had a good wander. I looked at the big skyscraper thingy lift that goes up, and then I went up to the pier. I went on the fun fair and that, and then what I did is I sat down on the beach. Went to a chip shop kind of place. I didn't go for fish, but I had a burger and I had some chips and some Coke. Sat on the beach, chilled out, and then what I did after that is I went for another wander around, because I had 3 hours odd to kill from when I arrived before I could check in at the hotel. Although they did check me in half hour early, Travelodge. I went to the hotel, checked in, didn't have time for a shower, went back into Brighton. I had to run to the train station because I was running low on time. And I had Luke to meet as well. Got on the train, went to Falmer, got off, found Luke, went into the ground. Yeah. And then when I came back from the game, what I did is I charged my phone on the bus. I was going to go back to the hotel originally, but I went against it. And instead, what I did is I just went straight to the marina, where I found a Weatherspoons and that. Had me dinner, then went back to the hotel. Everything was fine. He's the Brighton vlogger that recently left YouTube. That's why I went on that trip. And there's a goal back for Rangers again. And it's 3-2. Gassama with the goal. But that's what that trip was all about. He's all right. He's not too bad. He's a good lad. He's a good lad, Luke. But no, that's the reason why I went on that trip. Because he'd left YouTube, I kind of forgot about the whole... Because originally I was not going to visit Brighton or the Amex until 2030. But because he'd left YouTube, I just went, flog it. Yeah, I need to go visit him. See, so that's what I did. That was the reason why I took that trip. Referee's going to the monitor here to check the goal. So, very quick look at the screen from the ref. And, no goal. Goal's been ruled out. Will not count. I think it's a foul or a handball. At times it can be. Oh. No, Flicks. Just tell him to replay it, mate, because I'm not one of those people who can repeat his words. You know, I'm not very good at that. That's one of the things about me. I can't just remember what I've said and repeat it directly. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was just spur at the moment, my reaction, pure. If you ask me to try and tell Hazard now what I said, I'll end up coming out with I'll come up with some guesses practically. I'll guess what I said. I can't even remember that. So about 9 minutes to go. Rangers 1, Club Brugge 3. It was in the first half. That's the best I can tell you, though, Hazard. But I can't remember when I said it. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've said it, Flicks. I've said it. Thing is, I have publicly made people know. I've publicly said everything I need to say. There is going to be a decrease in content this season because I'm getting more and more committed to attending matches. People need to know this. I am getting more and more committed to attending matches. So I have made people aware that there is going to be a decrease. So if you're not available, that's fine, because people are aware there's a decrease, and I am going to be more and more making content in the stadiums. I mean, I'm probably going to go down to Brighton at some point again, and what I'll probably end up doing is I'll get my phone out and we'll do like a little bit of a, I don't know, post-reaction maybe, me and Luke, because I'm thinking of going like Brighton Arsenal or something like that. Probably have. Yeah, probably have. Could have been back in it with 3-2, but not sure if they will find a way. Deflection corner. Yeah, that future of Realltom football, that video that I did, it wasn't just me waffling. It was me telling people exactly what my plans were, and as well saying, you know, a bit of something for Luke as well. So, Flicks, it's a very good question, but like I've said, I have made people aware that there will be a decrease because of, you know, me wanting to attend matches more and more. Yeah. Now, my point is that if you're on Sky or EE broadband, EE is basically BT. BT have merged into EE. BT are kind of like a hidden brand now because it's all under EE. So Your Wi-Fi, if it was BT, will now be EE, I expect. With that, they're connected to Warner Brothers, who own TNT Sports. So if you are using an IPTV to watch TNT Sports Warner Brothers have every right to look through your EE internet data, and they will catch you and they will sue you. The same with Sky. Sky are all one thing. If you have Sky broadband, then it's connected to your Sky TV. And if they notice that you on Sky broadband are using an IPTV to watch Sky Sports without paying, Sky will find out, because they can check your broadband data, and then they can sue you, because it happened to somebody else a couple of weeks ago through the broadband. It was in the broadband data. And it doesn't matter what if you have a VPN. No, not Virgin Media, because Virgin Media, they are not connected to a sports broadcaster, so they won't give a stuff. The only way that Virgin Media puts you at risk is if basically like Sky, for whatever reason, suspect that you are not paying for the content you watch from them, and then they put a data access request in at Virgin. That's the only way. Or TNT, again, it's exactly the same thing for both of them. But yeah, it's not just a case of police knocking on the door, doing a check. It's being done through your broadband now. They're checking through your broadband. That's why you've got to be careful, because they'll check your broadband, and if they see anything, they'll just sue you. They'll take you to court. They'll slap a fine on you because they've got the evidence. That's why I'm telling people I don't recommend it in the near slightest. With 3 p.m. kickoffs, nobody gives a stuff. Free mobile data is open access, mate. Mobile data is open internet, basically. It's countrywide internet. It goes all across the country. It's mass. No. Probably if you're on mobile data, there isn't going to be anything there. So, but yeah. Oh, home broadband, yeah. Again, free aren't really. They aren't really links, are they? So no. Yeah, no, I don't think it would have. No, it's only really if your broadband is linked to the sports broadcaster, because that, like I said, this guy was doing it on Sky broadband. He had a normal Sky TV package, but he did not have the sports on, and he was watching the sports through IPTV. Sky checked his broadband data, and they found out that he was watching Sky Sports on an IPTV through Sky broadband. So that's how he got caught, and that's why he got a fine. That is my point, and that is why I do not recommend it. It doesn't matter what gig. You're missing the entire point. It does not matter what gig, what. It doesn't matter what gigage. All it matters is who owns the internet. If your router is Sky, then Sky have every right to check that data, VPN or not. Doesn't matter. Same with EE. Forget gigs. Forget all that crap. If it's Sky or if it's EE, it's connected to either Warner Brothers or Sky. Simply put, straight as can be. .5 minutes at a time. Well, your provider is, if it's Virgin, like I said, they aren't linked to yeah. I don't want to keep repeating myself, man, but no. Like I said, if it's Virgin, no. Because either Warner Brothers or whatever, they'll have to put a data access request in if they suspect. It's true. Go Hunter, just hold your horses, mate. Before I've seen I'm reporting this comment. We're talking about broadband, okay? Internet, all right? It's not what you think, mate. Virgin is a literal telecoms provider for TV and Wi-Fi and all that stuff in the UK. So no, it's not what you think, mate. About 3 minutes to go here. Has gone in the book for Rangers. Oh, I am absolutely ready for that. I am ready for a little bit of a break. 2 days off is going to be nice. Back on bloody Friday. West Ham, Chelsea. I've got another 7 games this weekend. Can you believe it? I know. 7-game weekend again on Sky on Premier League. Friday times 1, Saturday times 3, Sunday times 2, Monday times 1. Game week 3 drops down a bit. Wait, Russell Martin's a vegan? Last 90 seconds of the 5 minutes added on to the 90 at Ibrox. Club Brugge going into the second leg with a 3-1 lead, it looks like. Yeah, really poor start to the game from Rangers because he did those 3 goals. Shocking. Yeah. It's a better second half, as people have said, but I think Brugge are going to go through. Fouled by Tavernier, free kick to Club Brugge. Oh, sports headline. I'm interested in this. What's it saying? Napoli are targeting Manchester United striker after Romelu Lukaku. Okay, so we've got a bit of a sports headline here from the Premier League on my little Windows thing. Yes, this is great about Windows. You get this little tab, which is like news and markets and weather and all. It's just like a personalised little tab, really. You know what I mean? With news and all that a lot. And yeah, sports headline, Premier League, Rasmus Højlund is a Napoli target because Romelu Lukaku is injured. hopefully 10,000. Probably never would happen, but we'll see. Never know. How many are we on now? I bet we've gained a few tonight. We're on 1.13k at the minute. What were we on? 1.1? I think we were on 1.12, weren't we? Yeah, we've gained we've gained a couple, I think. Yeah, good time to remind you all, folks. If you haven't already, do make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the stream, and share the channel around with your friends. It's free of charge. All three of those things helps us out massively, and we'd be much appreciated. Cheers, guys. We've got over the 5 minutes added on. Work wide to the left, effort, and straight at the goalkeeper. Yeah, we're into the... That's it. The whistle's gone, and it is defeat for Rangers. Didn't quite get that second consolation to add a little bit less damage to the aggregate scoreline. There is a second leg, but they're going to go into it 2 goals down. And you have to say that the 3 goals conceded were self-inflicted and very poor. Rangers, work to do. Second leg in Brugge will be a 3-1 lead for Club Brugge. And there is work to do for Rangers. Final score at Ibrox tonight. Rangers 1, Club Brugge 3. Oh, it's all right. It's my job, innit, really? I mean, I've got a job to entertain you guys. I think I've done that tonight. And yes, people, folks, I want you to have a great evening. Enjoy the next 2 days. There's more Champions League playoffs happening tomorrow. And there is going to be some Europa League stuff involving Crystal Palace on Thursday. But I'm taking a 2-day break. So do enjoy that the next couple of days. And I will see you all on Friday. But as well, we'll have Premier League predictions ready for you guys. Hopefully on Thursday, if not Friday morning. So yeah. Folks, have a great evening and enjoy the next couple of days. We'll see you all on Friday. West Ham against Chelsea. And as well, keep your eyes out for the Premier League predictions video. And of course, we've got that new show as well coming up starting next week, which will be the Real Roundup once a week, episode wise. Folks, once again, thanks for your company. We'll see you all tomorrow on Friday. West Ham against Chelsea. Another 3-game Premier League weekend. Dear help me. Bye-bye, folks. Have a good night.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.